Hello and welcome. We are live from New Delhi. You're watching DD India, India's voice to the world. This is Sports Buzz. And I'm Abhishek Mahajan. Coming up in the next half an hour. First Paralympics in France open with stunning ceremony. Sumit Antil, Bhagyashree Jadhav lead the Indian contingent. Nation celebrates Sports Day on birth anniversary of hockey wizard Major Dhyan Chand. PM Modi, Sports Minister Mansukh Mandavia extend heartfelt wishes to the hockey legend. And in US Open, Novak Djokovic defeats fellow countryman Laslo Djere, while Coco Gauff, Sabalenka also advance. Let's start with all the updates from Paris Paralympics. The much-awaited Paris Paralympic Summer Games finally kicked off on Wednesday night after the success of Paris Olympic Games. The 18th edition of these Games will be played till 8 September. The Paralympics opening ceremony took place at Champs-Élysées and Place de la Concorde, both historic venues and among the biggest tourist attractions in the city of Paris. Over 4,400 athletes are competing for 549 medals across 22 spots. The organizing committee of Paris 2024 have said that over 2 million tickets have been sold for the Paralympics. India's javelin thrower Sumit Antil and shot putter Bhagyashree Jadhav were flag bearers of the Indian contingent for the ceremony. In this edition, 84 Indian athletes are competing in 12 spots, and this is the largest contingent India has ever sent to the Paralympics. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi extended his heartfelt wishes to the para-athletes participating in Paris Paralympics. He said, and I quote him, 140 crore Indians wish our contingent at the Paris Paralympics 2024 the very best. The courage and determination of every athlete are a source of inspiration for the entire nation. Everyone is rooting for their success. Hashtag Cheer for Bharat. And India's Nitesh Kumar and Tulsimati Murugesan showcased their domination with a decisive win over compatriots Suhas Yatiraj and Palak Kohli in the opening group stage match of badminton mixed doubles SL3 SU5 at the Paris Paralympics. The duo secured the Group A match with scores of 21-14 and 21-17 in just 31 minutes. The pair, who clinched the bronze medal in mixed doubles at the Asian Para Games in Guangzhou, showcased their impressive form as they built a significant lead early in the game. The first game concluded in 14 minutes and the second game followed similar pattern, with Palak unable to match the skill of her senior partner, resulting in another clear win for Nitesh and Tulsimati. All right, let's go across to Paris now. DD India's Ross Cullen has joined us live. Ross, first Paralympics in France open with stunning ceremony starts in blaze of hope and inclusivity. What a big opportunity for these athletes. Tell us, how's the buzz there?
What a spectacular opening ceremony it was on Wednesday evening. Just down the road from here on the Champs-Élysées at Place de la Concorde, we saw a long ceremony celebrating everything about the Paralympics, from the parade of the athletes from the more than 150 different national delegations who are sending representatives here to Paris. There was music, there was dance, there was the symbolic lighting of the flame by 5 different French athletes, all with 5 separate disabilities, and that flame is now once again lit after having been extinguished at the end of the Olympics. It is now back up and burning for the Paralympics. After that finished that opening ceremony, it means that the sporting action can now get underway. And on Thursday today, we are going to see the first of the 22 gold medals on day one be awarded.
Ross, do we expect a better competition this time around between the athletes, since many nations are now working at the grassroots level for the para-athletes?
It's becoming bigger every single year. The Paralympics, the training that goes into it, in the build-up, the getting all the venues ready is such a long process as well. It means that there is a lot of effort, a lot of money being put into the Paralympics every single time it's held. It's sure that Los Angeles 28 will be even bigger. Brisbane 32 will probably be bigger than LA. Every time we have new national delegations joining. This time, 2024, we see Kiribati in the Pacific Ocean, Kosovo in Southeast Europe, and Eritrea on the Horn of Africa. Those three countries are sending para-athletes to the Paralympics for the first time ever. So every single time it's held, there are always new nations joining in.
And Ross, before we leave you, when do we see the medal event starting? And we'll see first medal by evening today?
Yeah, 3:30 p.m. local time here in France this afternoon. We will see the first gold medal of the Games be awarded in the track cycling. Other medal events today include table tennis and taekwondo, and then a grand total of 549 golds will be awarded by the time the Games conclude on Sunday, the 8th of September.
All right, Ross, we'll leave it at that. Thank you for getting us the latest from Paris. Paralympic champion Adiratu Iglesias is striving to add to her medal collection in Paris for her adopted country of Spain. Iglesias left Mali when she was 11 as her parents feared for her safety as she lived with albinism. Here's her story.
When Adiratu Iglesias crossed the finish line at the Tokyo 2020 Paralympic Games, she did not know she had bagged a gold and a silver medal in the women's 100-meter and 400-meter T13 races until she was told. The Spanish athlete was born in Mali with albinism, a genetic condition that inhibits the production of the melanin molecules that pigment people's skin, hair and eyes. Albinism impairs her visual perception by 90%, allowing her to see around 20% with thick corrective eyewear.
I don't know anything when I cross the finish line because I can't see what's on my sides, and I am not checking since I am so focused on the competition. When I am running dead, I don't look.
Iglesias, who sports a tattoo of the Tokyo 2020 logo on her wrist, said she dreamed of hearing her family again shout gold when completing her races in Paris, though she had already achieved everything she had wished for as an athlete.
I have gone as far as I wanted to go. I really have. And I always say so, and people say to me. But it's the Paralympic Games this year in Paris. And it's not that I don't care, because I would love going and I want to go for that. And I am still here for that. But I have already had what every athlete aspires to have, which is a medal at the Games, and not just one, but two. So my dreams has really been fulfilled. Right now, what I have are goals.
Originally from Mali, Iglesias recounted how her biological parents decided to send her to Spain when she was 11 to prevent her from suffering attacks based on her albinism. Last year, Iglesias, who declares herself a fan of tennis star Rafael Nadal, was invited by the European Commission to talk about combating hate speech and hate crimes. Despite spending most of her time at a high-performance center for elite athletes in Madrid, she wants to keep her medals, which include 2 golds won at the 2021 European Championships and 2 silvers from the 2019 World Championships, inside her childhood room in Lugo. Sports Desk, DZ India.
And Union Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports Mansukh Mandavia paid a floral tribute to hockey legend Major Dhyan Chand on the occasion of National Sports Day. Dhyan Chand represented the Indian hockey team from 1925 to 1949, scoring over 1,500 goals in 185 matches. The hockey legend, who won 3 Olympic golds in his career, was felicitated with the Padma Bhushan in 1956, and his birth anniversary on August 29 is celebrated as the National Sports Day. Sports Minister Mansukh Mandavia, while paying a floral tribute to Major Dhyan Chand in New Delhi, emphasized the importance of staying fit and healthy for the development of the nation. And India's Minister of Youth Affairs and Sport, Dr. Mansukh Mandavia, was present at Major Dhyan Chand Stadium on the occasion of National Sports Day, where he planted a sapling and extended his heartfelt wishes to the hockey legend. Dr. Mandavia also emphasized on PM Modi's Fit India movement and urged Indian citizens to take up sports for at least an hour in a day.
मोदी जी ने सही कहा है कि जो खेलेंगे
माउस का
वो
इसका माउस
खिलेंगे। देश के नागरिक फिट रहे, स्वस्थ रहे और स्वस्थ नागरिक स्वस्थ समाज का निर्माण करता है और स्वस्थ समाज समृद्ध राष्ट्र का निर्माण करता है। हर कोई देश के नागरिक अपने व्यस्त समय में से दिन में 1 घंटा निकाल के अपनी रुचि की कोई न कोई गेम्स खेले और फिट रहे।
On the occasion of National Sports Day, Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed his heartfelt tribute to legendary hockey player Major Dhyan Chand. In a post on X, PM Modi said, and I quote, "Greetings on National Sports Day. Today we pay homage to Major Dhyan Chand ji. It is an occasion to compliment all those passionate about sports and those who have played for India. Our government is committed to supporting sports and ensuring more youth are able to play and shine," unquote. Olympian and the son of legendary hockey player Major Dhyan Chand, Ashok Kumar unveiled a statue of his father on the auspicious occasion of National Sports Day in the central Indian state of Madhya Pradesh. Speaking at an event, an emotional Ashok Kumar expressed how his father's qualities and efficiency had influenced the country and its self-respect. The Olympian said his father started a new culture of hockey in India and set new parameters as a player, soldier, citizen and a father. India celebrates National Sports Day every year on August 29th as a part of respect and in tribute to hockey legend Major Dhyan Chand. And India is celebrating its National Sports Day in honor of Major Dhyan Chand, the legendary hockey player whose unparalleled skills made him a global icon in the sport. Also known as Hockey Wizard, his legacy extends far beyond India, earning him admiration and respect across the world for his extraordinary techniques on the field. Here's a tribute to the global icon.
लोगों ने इतनी ज़्यादा प्रैक्टिस कर ली कि हम अब हिंदुस्तान का मुकाबला करने लगे। मैंने देखा है रिसेंटली यूरोप कंट्री के खेलों को कि वो हमारे मुकाबले में थोड़ा ड्रिबलिंग करने लगे हैं, बजाय मारने के अब ड्रिबलिंग ही शुरू कर दिया। जी हाँ, काफ़ी इम्प्रूवमेंट्स हैं उनके।
It's an army, British Army, for entertainment and recreation. They used to play the sport of hockey. That's how modern hockey came into India. So somehow Dhyan Chand got into that hockey team. When he played, he was supposed to play against his bosses, colonels and all other people. So his first aim is not to hurt them.
ध्यानचंद के बारे में कहा जाता था कि वो बिल्कुल चेस की तरह हॉकी के मैदान को देखते थे। उनको पता होता था कि उनका खिलाड़ी किस जगह पर है और वो ब्लाइंड फोल्ड, अगर आप उनकी आंखों पर पट्टी भी बांध दें तो वो एक ऐसी जगह पास करते थे जहां खिलाड़ी मौजूद, बिल्कुल पिन पॉइंट उसी जगह पर गेंद रुकती थी। तो ये प्रेसिशन था।
When he played in America, they thought probably there was some magic in his hockey stick, and they even changed his sticks.
What Dhyan Chand was playing in his times was nothing but what we are playing nowadays.
Magic man, like Don Bradman in cricket, hockey was in his blood, hockey was in his thought, hockey was in his action.
People say he had some electric power. No, he visualized you should not hold the ball.
Much before Sachin Tendulkar, Roger Federer, Michael Jordan, Senna, Muhammad Ali, Pele, there was Dhyan Chand.
And former Indian hockey player and 1964 Olympic gold medalist Harbinder Singh Chimney also paid his tributes to Major Dhyan Chand at the Major Dhyan Chand National Stadium on Thursday. Speaking to DD India, said that young athletes should draw inspiration from Dhyanchand.
दादा ध्यानचंद जी अगर कहें तो मेरे ख्याल ऐसे खिलाड़ी बहुत कम पैदा होते हैं और उनका नाम सिर्फ भारत में नहीं पूरे वर्ल्ड में जाना जाता है। 3 ओलंपिक में गोल्ड मेडल उन्होंने और उनकी टीम ने जो जीते और हैट्रिक की, और जो परिस्थितियाँ उस वक्त होती थी खेलने की, बड़ा आसान नहीं था, बड़ा मुश्किल था। ओलंपिक में खेलने जा रहे हैं, जैसे लॉस एंजलिस में आप बाई शिप जा रहे हैं, पता नहीं कितना टाइम लगता था वहाँ पहुँचने के लिए। तो हमें जो हमारी यूथ है, जो हमारी जनरेशन आने वाले ओलंपिक में जो पार्टिसिपेट करेंगे, उनको उनसे प्रेरित होना चाहिए कि अगर वो इतनी मुश्किल में खेल कर, इतनी परिस्थितियों के जो उनके अनुकूल नहीं थे उसमें खेल कर उन्हें 3 गोल्ड मेडल जीते हैं, तो ये भी अब जो इतनी आसान परिस्थितियाँ, पूरी गवर्नमेंट की हेल्प है और खेलने की पूरी फैसिलिटीज़ हैं, तो उसमें अगर वो मेहनत करेंगे तो वो भी आने वाले समय में ज़रूर गोल्ड मेडल जीत सकते हैं।
And former Indian cricketer Surendra Khanna, while paying his tribute to the Indian legend, said despite lack of facilities and difficulties in 90s, athletes like Major Dhyanchand and Milkha Singh excelled in their respective spots.
You just close your eyes and visualize 1928, 1932, 1936, and India got independence in 47. So British rule, traveling by ship. It must be taking about 2 months to travel to various championships. Whether the team will go or not, who will be there in that, because it was British Raj at that time. So degree of difficulty was plenty, hardships, but fire in the belly people have, those who go through all that. And he is an epitome of that. Sometimes you fall short of words to explain and describe Dhyanchand ji, or Milkha Singh ji, or Bishan Singh Bedi, Ajit Pal, Ashok Dhyanchand, Chimney.
All right, still to come on Sports Buzz. Novak Djokovic advances to the 3rd round of the US Open. And New Zealand appoint Jacob Uram as the new bowling coach.
Complex issues, hidden agendas, twists and turns, strategic games. We think all dots are linked. We just need to connect them. Join me every week as I connect the dots to unravel hidden designs in statecraft, mysteries, and decode issues that matter to you. Watch Connecting the Dots with me at these times on DD India.
Welcome to Jaipur.
Welcome back. You're watching Sports Buzz. I'm Abhishek Mahajan. All updates from US Open now. Showcased her US Open title potential with a commanding second-round victory over Lucia Bronzetti, drawing inspiration from a young fan in the crowd. Second seed, Sabalenka breezed past Bronzetti with a 6-3, 6-1 win in just 61 minutes at the US Open. Inspired by a young fan dressed as Minimi in the crowd, Sabalenka broke Bronzetti's serve at key moments and finished the match with 24 winners. The Australian Open champion, who was runners-up at the last year's US Open, said seeing the young fan motivated her to keep inspiring the next generation. Sabalenka continues her quest for the title in New York as she cruises through to the next round. And Novak Djokovic advances to the third round of the US Open after a grueling match ended early due to Laslo Djere retiring with an injury. Defending champion Djokovic was leading 6-4, 6-4, 2-0 when an abdominal issue forced Laslo Djere to retire from the match. Although the match went little more than 2 sets, the duo had to spend 2 hours on the court in extreme heat and humidity. Despite being visibly in pain, Djere attempted to play on, but he failed to win a point in the first 2 games of the third set. He approached the net and retired. That handed Djokovic his 90th win at Flushing Meadows, making him the only man to have won 90 matches at all 4 Grand Slams. And the tenacious Andrei Rublev survived a marathon US Open encounter on Wednesday when he battled back from 2 sets down to beat Arthur Rinderknecht 4-6, 5-7, 6-1, 6-2, 6-2 and move into the third round. Few would have expected Frenchman Rinderknecht to trouble 4-time US Open quarterfinalist Rublev. The Russian took his time to get going in sweltering conditions and was put under serious pressure early on by him. But 6-8 Rublev tapped into all his experience to secure victory with 4 hours and 6 minutes on the clock, setting up a meeting with Jiří Lehecka of Czech Republic. And the second round of the US Open continues as the world's top players battle for Grand Slam glory in New York. 2022 champion Carlos Alcaraz meets Dutchman Botic van de Zandschulp. Although a mismatch on paper with Alcaraz beating van de Zandschulp in both previous clashes, the third seed has still not hit top gear in New York and was dragged to 4 sets in his opener by Australian qualifier Lee 2. He was similarly pushed by van de Zandschulp in their first meeting at the 2021 Australian Open, but much has changed since, with Alcaraz heading into their latest clash as a 4-time Grand Slam champion. In cricket, England batter Joe Root reclaimed his spot as #1 Test batter in the ICC Men's Test batter rankings. The International Cricket Council has released the latest rankings in the Test format, and former England skipper Joe Root is on top with 881 points. Kane Williamson has secured the second spot, and his fellow New Zealand teammate Daryl Mitchell emerged as #3. Root has dominated Test cricket since arriving on the scene, and the latest series against Sri Lanka proves to be no different. The 33-year-old scored an unbeaten 62 to anchor his side to a comfortable victory. And West Indies fast bowler Shannon Gabriel has quit international cricket with immediate effect. Since his West Indies debut in 2012, the right-arm quick player played 59 Test, 25 one-dayers and 2 T20 internationals, finishing with 202 wickets across 3 formats. The towering quick from Trinidad and Tobago claimed 13 wickets in a 2018 Test match against Sri Lanka, which is the 4th best match figures by a West Indies bowler. His last appearance for West Indies was in a Test against India in Port of Spain last year. And former all-rounder Jacob Oram will take over as New Zealand's bowling coach from October 7. The 46-year-old Oram represented New Zealand as a player for 11 years and previously served as the bowling coach of the country's A team and the women's team. Oram began his transition into coaching in 2014 as a bowling coach with New Zealand A and took up the role of New Zealand women's team bowling coach in 2018. Oram played 33 Tests, 160 ODIs and 36 T20Is across an 11-year international career and featured at 3 ICC ODI Cricket World Cups and 4 T20 World Cups. And Bangladesh has been crowned the new champion of the South Asian Football Federation Under-20 Championship, defeating host Nepal 4-1 in the final at Lalitpur. This marks Bangladesh's first win in the tournament's history. The competition began on August 18 and featured teams from Nepal, Sri Lanka, India and Bangladesh. Previously, India had dominated the event, winning in 2019, 2022 and 2023. The Under-20 tournament is a biennial event organized by South Asian Football Federation for male footballers under the age of 20, with the first edition held in Nepal in 2015. Kepa Arrizabalaga has kicked off an expected exodus of Chelsea players in the final 48 hours of the transfer window by joining Bournemouth on a season-long loan on Thursday. The Spanish international remains the most expensive goalkeeper of all time after $94 million moved from Atletico Bilbao to Chelsea in 2018. However, he has struggled to establish himself as number one at Stamford Bridge ever since and spent last season on loan at Real Madrid. He made 20 appearances as the Spanish Giants won the Champions League and La Liga but lost his place to Andre Lunin before Thibaut Courtois returns from injury. And Matilda's midfielder Avi Luik said she was banned for 3 months by Italian anti-doping authorities this year. She took herself out of consideration for the Paris Olympics over a pain-killing injection administered 2 years ago. The 39-year-old said the ban related to a cortisone injection she received from a doctor in March 2022 while playing for Naples-based club. Nado Italia only notified her that she had committed an anti-doping rule violation on April 24 this year, 6 weeks before former coach Tony Gustafsson named his squad for the Paris Games. Luik said she had not failed an anti-doping test over the injection and denied any wrongdoing. That's all for this edition of DD India Sports Buzz, but do let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. For those on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from India and across the world on DD India mobile app. The app is available on both Android and iOS. Scan the QR code on the screen to download now. And we'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Abhishek from all of us here in Delhi. Thanks for watching Sports Buzz.